Hey everyone! I wanted to go live and talk about and share the process of harvesting my moon water. So I'll go over briefly the very easy process of making moon water. So I make moon water for every new and full moon. So pretty much the process is very simple. You're taking a container, right? This is just a pretty container that my husband made for me as like a special gift with all of the art and stuff. I love it. And the chalk so I can like change the sign and the type of moon. But you guys can use a mason jar, you can use an actual water bottle, you can use pretty much anything. I just recommend being able to cover it so that you don't get gross dirt or bugs or whatever in the water. Now, it's just this process of filling up a container with water, covering it, and putting it where the moon can either reach it or intentionally putting it somewhere with the intention of the moon charging the water and infusing the water with the energy, right? So it's recommended to put the water, right? To make the water, put the water intentionally somewhere about 2 days before the new or the full moon. You can do it the night before, you can do it the day of, you can do it 5 days before, whatever your process in terms of timing is totally fine. It's about intention. I like doing it a little bit before because any event, such as a new or a full moon, takes time to build momentum, and that moment of the new or the full moon is the climax moment, right? It's the actual event. But, think about events we love. Sometimes it's the process, it's the tailgate party, it's the process of getting ready where the actual memory or experience is had. And so this is similar to that. Like you're making the moon water before the event, before the new or the full moon. So this particular moon water is from the new moon in Libra that we just had on Tuesday. Okay. So today's Friday. I waited 3 days, 4 days to harvest my water. Now, for me, it's an intuitive process of, okay, today feels like a good day to harvest the water. You might just wait until the next day. You might wait 2 days. Again, don't fuss over when you're going to make it and harvest it. It's more just like making it beforehand, even if it's the night before, right? Or the day of, and then harvesting it at least after the event. So any other variation of that is totally fine. And for me, I just decided that today is the day I want to harvest it. And so harvesting really just looks like me taking the water from the spot that I intentionally put it. I put it at this one spot right outside of my sliding glass doors. Um, and sometimes I even put it on my back deck overnight, depending on the weather and things. But whatever your home space looks like or is, you don't even have to have it in a window, right? Like it's more just I'm intentionally placing this water here for the new moon or the full moon to infuse it with its energy, right? So that I can use it to support myself after the fact. Now, energy is supportive or not supportive, right? And so when we start to work with energy intentionally, and we know that the new moon is an opportune time to gain support, to invite support, right? From the universe, from the moon, from the cosmos. You're pretty much bottling up that opportune opportune moment, that, medicine of that time, and you harvest it, right? So I'm harvesting it today. It's 3 or 4 days after the new moon. And the moon has moved on from Libra, right? So this particular new moon was in the late degrees of Libra. And so the moon quickly moved into Scorpio. And in Scorpio, right? And so it might even have moved into Sagittarius by now. And so it doesn't matter. It's more just like, I'm ready for it. And so whatever combination of the moons and the cosmos aligning that is contained in this water is just perfect for me. And I trust that. I feel that. And so I encourage you to do the same. Don't fuss over or get caught up in the details or the questioning of whether or not you're doing it right or wrong, because there is no such thing. It's more just like, my intention is to create this elixir of support that is supposed to guide me through the moon cycle so that I feel more supported in stepping into the gifts that this moon cycle has for me. Every moon cycle is different. So this particular new moon in Libra, right? So Libra is a cardinal air sign, and it is very much about thinking, communication with others, right? It's very much about our awareness of other people and how we respond to other people from that place of awareness. And so this water is meant to help us find and come to a place of balance within ourselves during this moon cycle, right? It's this new moon is in Libra. We are now in Scorpio season. This is going to help us kind of stay in the awareness of how we can support ourselves while also supporting others and not losing that balance, right? Not losing ourselves to others and not allowing others to attempt to, you know, cross our boundaries or, you know, pressure us to abandon our own needs for them, right? So this water has all of that medicine, right? And so Libra is very much about equality and fairness. It's about diplomacy. Um, it's about charisma. It's about being able to be the sage with other people, right? So what does sage do? Sage is an herb that is cleansing. You want to be the sage in your relationships. And so this moon water, this particular moon water is meant to support you in doing that, right? Libra is ruled by Venus. So we always consider the planet that the moon is working with, right? So if this new moon is Venusian, right? Because Venus rules Libra, we know that this water can help us in relationships. It can help us in finding balance in our self value. It can help us in embracing our divine feminine energy. It can help us in, prioritizing our health in a new way and reaching for more vitality. It can help us in our money, our relationship with our money, and how we approach our relationship with our money, right? So Venus is involved, and those are all Venus themes. And so every batch of moon water that you make is different, but they're all meant to support you in stepping more into the gifts of that moon cycle that moon cycle has to offer you, right? So these planets that are always affecting us, they'll have gifts for us, right? And sometimes these transits, these moons are more difficult for us personally, depending on what our own natal astrology is. But at the end of the day, it's all to bring us into this higher place of healing and this embodiment of wholeness, right? And so this Libra moon water is meant to help us do that through relationships. And so harvesting it, the process is really easy. I take this jar and I fill my personal water bottle up with it. I fill my child's water bottle up with it. I add it to my cat's water bottle. I add it to my tea kettle to drink tea. And sometimes it's just about splashing the moon water into another vessel of water, right? So it's like spiking your water with moon water because the energy of moon water is potent. And so, I've experienced that with different moons in different ways, and I've got stories for that, but not for today. And so sometimes I'll just splash it in the water that I'm gonna make my coffee or tea, you know, even into a bath or into something you're gonna cook with, right? This is about, okay, how can I support me and my family and our relationships with each other and with others, right? And that's basically the process of making and harvesting moon water and why we do it, right? Like, why do we put the effort in? Long term experience has taught me that it's definitely worth it. And if nothing more, it's this tangible representation of what I'm working on in my soul growth journey, right? And so when I look at this water every day sitting there charging in this Libra new moon energy and this portal, right? Like, I'm reminded, oh yeah, it's relationship season, right? And even though we've moved into Scorpio, right? Like, it's still relationship season, right? Like, these two signs are about relationships, and Scorpio only deepens the intimacy of those relationships. And so if you keep that in mind, it's just a really great tangible representation of what you're working on. I hope you found this helpful. Please share this video with anyone that has been curious about moon water or maybe has been confused or maybe just curious in general. Be sure to like and subscribe to my Substack, and I will see you all soon, I'm sure. Um, I'm rocking the cat outfit today. I'm doing a cat astrology night, teaching an astrology class at a cat cafe tonight. So very exciting. Cheers.